Hello. Just breathe. Some kids aren't too lucky today. I'm not gonna make fun of anything, but some of the things that have happened over the last 16 hours in Texas. Is shocking. Beyond, hearing that they're comparing this shooting to the shooting, what was it, Sandy Hook, and nothing has changed. Not a thing, not a drip, not a nothing. Some things have changed in the building of a new school or new construction. Notice if you drive around in any city, state, country, or area that they look like Fort Knox, where general folk can't just walk through the baseball field to get to a light because there's a fence all the way around. And even then, when they have curricular crap that other groups or activity groups rent those spaces out, that they have to go through one entrance and one exit. I am a gun owner. I have a bunch. Do they take their own feet and walk into a school and shoot kids? Nope. Are they locked up and secure at all times? Yep. I have gone through relentless background checks just to be a driver for children. A fingerprint, a background check, a 10 or 15 question conversation. Would you take a child? Would you hurt a child? Would you do this a child? Would you do that a child? And I'm pretty sure you can't buy cigarettes. You pretty much can't drive an 18-wheeler. And you could drive when you're 16, right? But now it's one person in a car at the age of 16 or parental guardian while you get your permit. But it's okay for an 18-year-old to go walk in and buy a gun. An 18-year-old can't buy cigarettes or alcohol, but they can write their life out on a piece of paper that says, I'm going to buy this gun. Not a BB gun, a full-blown gun. I took political science in high school, and I'm baffled. I looked into today on my phone. I'm not gonna lie. I looked up gun advocate governors that are preventing the red background check. Meaning if they've had any interaction with any medical facility at any point, it would show. Not for what they were there for, if they hurt themselves or caused harm to themselves or caused harm to somebody else, that it would flag it. Nope, we shouldn't do that. And to see the bickery and cover up, this Governor Avid, what the fuckery is he talking about? It's his plate. And now he's a sick son of a bitch for doing what he's doing. This is what happened. Back on stage left. It happened earlier. Why don't you get out? I can't believe you're bringing this up. We brought up kids lost their lives. Parents lost their children. Grandmas and grandpas will never see their grandchild again. Teachers will never see their husbands, their house, their home, their anything. And as for massive and amount, I was a kid of the 80s, school in the 70s, elementary school in the 70s. How old are you when you go to school the first time? I was born in 68, so 72. Preschool. We had earthquake drills. And my children, luckily for them, they didn't have active shooter drills. They had earthquake drills. And they had They were the kid of the 90s. So they had a 9/11 Remorse Day. And they also affiliated 9/11 with the biggest news story of the day. So they would all gather in a room every 9/11 and remember each and every one of them. Some kids had, a part. I guess it was like remember the person's name and their mother and their father, or their mother and father and the children they left behind. So they would spend most of the day remembering 9/11. There's, over the last 15 years, there's been multiple. LA was notorious for suspicious person carrying a gun on campus. Never used it, walked through campus. Obviously Sandy Hook. Now this one, Columbine. There's been a plenty. There's been, down in Laguna Niguel, there was a shooting on. Same with churches with people in them. Malls. All the things that happened during George Floyd. It's a 1-year anniversary. If you don't remember, here it is. There you go. Yeah. It's been 2 years since that guy died, and they're remembering him today, along with squeezing this in Texas. I've been screaming at the TV all day, going, those that get put in front of a school shooting, it slaps you in the face for about a week, and they have the first funeral and the second funeral, and then it fades away because it's not newsworthy anymore. They're not going to cover each and every one of these 19 deaths. They should. If they're newsy, they should. It's very overwhelming for those that own protection, but hearing that an 18-year-old on a few days after his birthday purchases a weapon, but he can't buy a cigarette and he can't drive an 18-wheeler, but he could buy a gun that could potentially kill a bunch of people, is literally legit. If they wanted me to come in and get a fingerprint, which I've had a billion times, or take the 10-minute verbal test to see if I'm mentally okay to carry a weapon or have one, I'd probably pass it with flying colors. Was there days yesterday that I was like, I don't have anything with more than 12 rounds? It makes you very leery about, like this mom said yesterday, our future is in the kids that go to school right now that are in kindergarten. Our government have grandchildren that are in school right now that can change the future. The government of today is tired. So they should walk out peacefully and say, replace me. Because they can't keep up with the modern day lifestyle of something in 2022. They need to put down their pens, pack up their desk, and go into retirement quietly. Because all the rigmarole and all these people talking back and forth about Congress, Senate. I heard a lady that she's with the, she is with litigation community or department in the government, and they do not reconvene to present anything new as far as bills to go to the Senate or Congress until July. Ready? Knock, knock, knock. For the kids in the back. July of 2023. So, anything that's new and upcoming or needs to be rewritten or rewritten to reintroduce will not be looked at, or if it makes it into the committee to present to Congress or the Senate, will not be looked at until July of 2022. She doesn't reconvene. She has no interest, no desire, no permission, no urgency to present anything new to the Congress or the senators until July of 2023. I'm completely baffled. So all this stuff that's going on the news is for hot air space, because it's not, none of these people are going to get off their chair and go to a piece of paper and get a lawyer, bigger mouther, get a piece of paper or a computer and a lawyer and write a bill and then take it to cold press or whatever they call themselves. I don't know what she called herself yesterday. But the people that write, present, and deliver a bill to the Congress, it's those people. They do all the work. They're usually college kids. They're doing their diligence to make right the world, or make right something, or change something. Like, there's reasons why kids of today don't want to hurry up and get the driver's license, because they don't want to take the class to drive a car. They don't, I don't want to take behind the wheel. I know everything. But they need to present a bill with some meat to it, so it gets stalled off in Congress or Senate, and gets stalled to the point where they postpone it, relook at it, go back and rewrite it, put this in, put that in, do whatever. This is why shit gets stuck, because the people on that side of the fence, not the aisles, I could care less. Even Steven, we all have a sense of brain cells, right? We have a sense of a brain. Hearing, oh, the Republican Party, blah, 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 or the Democratic Party, it doesn't fucking matter. Those people are as old as shit. So, anybody that goes to vote, like I have mine for Nevada, there needs to be change in age. And these people that sit there, courtesy of government, the government, they've made it an employable job for life. And you wonder why people in, like, the judging world, Supreme Court justice, lifers until they age old die ass. Okay? They die there, or they rage quit and they say, oh, we're done, because they're going to go be a dad versus be this nonsense. The government has made it an employable lifestyle involvement with no real reason to leave, because the people of today are voting to keep them over and over and over and over. We need term limits for sure. If the president can only serve two full-time 4-year terms, therefore the senators and governors of the world need to also have 2-term 4-year terms as well, because this world would be a different place with different people, and these things would be clustered and divided equally, and change would happen. But it's not. It won't, because we have lifers in the Senate seats, and we have lifers in the Congress seats, and we have 3 that I know of that are completely physically blind that get driven everywhere. And what do they do for us? What are they doing for us? Collecting a paycheck and sitting there lovely and enjoying the life of leisure. Oh, I can just call in my vote today. No. Or, yes. President? They don't need to be president. They can have a representative from their office representing them. But we don't need any more of this nonsense. We don't need children. What, 21 children died, 2 adults and a jerk dying yesterday? I wouldn't even call him a jerk. Unhealthy human. And there's 9 government officials that have stock in the NRA. So why would they want to change it? Their paycheck from the NRA will change. Their stock will change in a day. They won't be able to live luxury life in any place. You've seen one governor go out and kill turkeys, which is fine. You can go kill a turkey. They don't kill humans. I get it. They don't kill humans. They're avid hunters, which is what the NRA was supposed to be designed for. And somehow, some way, like me, like my dad, my brother, and other family members, we all have a gun. Enter my house, you won't exit alive. If you come in here with a vengeance, I used to sleep with my door open. I used to sleep with my door unlocked. Today, this year, no. My house in California, I used to sleep with my door open. Like, with the security lock. And my dog laying out there. Like, boop, we're just hanging out. The French porch is just fine. Today's era, probably wouldn't do it. Somehow, some way, the world's got to change and shift. We got to get these lazy you-know-whats out of office. We got to get the people writing the bills that are going to get pushed onto the floor. So they do get a look at. Instead of a numb. Nope, not enough. This might change something. I don't think it's going to change overnight. It won't. We already know. It's taken 10 years for Sandy Hook. Those parents are going to be involved in this. They're going to write bigger bills, bigger legislation. Yeah, the legislation to change things to schools. A kid in the school didn't kill kids. A teacher did not kill kids. An outsider came in from the outside area and killed children and teachers. Most of these shootings are easy access. And that's what they've said yesterday. And I was sitting here listening, not having an opinion, but screaming at the TV nonetheless. Because hearing about 12 or 18 people of power, senators and alike, or governors and alike, blocking certain things to continue to live their leisure life and collect a check from the NRA. And their stock profit from the NRA are the same people that are stopping this background check. It's very sad. It's really sad for somebody like me, kid of the 80s. We had earthquake checks. Or drop. When was the last time y'all heard the kids came home? We did stop, drop, and roll today, Mom. When was the last time you heard that conversation come out of your kid's mouth? I have a grown-up kids, but I have friends that have kids. And I go, when was the last time you did a stop, drop, and roll fire drill? What's that? That's like handing them a telephone. Like a dial telephone. What's that? Now they have shooting drills. And they nominated a kid to lock the door and barricade it. What? Columbine opened up a world of pills. And that was, what, over 20-something years ago? We had a shooting in California. We've had a shooting in Texas. We've had a shooting at the grocery store. We've had shootings at hotels. We've had shootings at bars. We've had shootings all over the world. People with bombs. People in Nashville with motorhomes that blew up. Is there a problem? Is there a standardized problem? Would there be a problem if the problem was not government related? These guys are just They are so mad. But they're mad right now. Let's just see. We're mad. What he just said. If you have a gun, that you hold insurance on it. No problem. If you want me to hold insurance on my firearm, I will. Because therefore you have a held up responsibility to keep it. So if you have a gun and you have to have insurance, who's willing to do that? Because then it's mine. It's my responsibility to lock it, keep it, whatever. Take it with you when you're going somewhere or doing something that you probably can handle your own firearm. I don't wave mine around and go, here's my gun. I got 4. Come on. I don't do any of that. You have it to have it. You don't have it to walk into a school and just go, today's the day. You had a guy, 15 years ago, go to a Christmas party in California and shoot up the whole place and then drove around San Bernardino with all of his firearms shooting at cops all the while. I'm not sure why the president is even being propped up like a puppet, but I know we need some changes. That's a definitely for sure thing. I mean, you turn on the TV like, what happened today? Like, it's me and like turn on my phone and watch a high-speed chase in LA. I live in Nevada where high-speed chases don't happen because I don't want to bring a shadow to Las Vegas. That things happen here. Things happen in Vegas. They had a shooting at a gay bar. 3 people died. They had people jump off the stratosphere. One last summer. And they have robberies left and right and killings left and right. But we don't want to bring that karma to the table in Las Vegas because people won't come. This guy's a pain in my ass. I can't do it. Anyway, y'all have a fantastic Tuesday? Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Fantastic Wednesday. Being heaved and hoed about all the things that you could change. A good reason to do something about what's happening in the government is to get out and do your little bit of perspective criticism on what they are holding their office for. And make a change from the top to the bottom, all the way to the police lieutenant, sheriff's department, and fix what's broken. Because without your vote, it's going to turn into a bad thing. Without the vote that you can change local government, changes the upper government. So make a change. Make a change for the better to save your children. It could be a senior citizens home you could have walked into yesterday. It didn't have to be a school. It could have been a senior citizens community. It could have been it could have been another mall. It could have been a grocery store. It could have been anything but a kids, but it was a school. And it didn't have a fence or a gate. It didn't have one entrance, one exit. And therefore, 19 littles are dead today. With 2 adults and himself. So, do your part. We all got them. If you're not registered to vote, go do it. If you need to do it, if you don't know how to do it, ask somebody. It might not be the right ask, but you can at least ask somebody. Whatever table you want to sit at. If you want to sit at the Republican table, go ahead. If you want to sit at the Democrat, go ahead. But the choices that you make change. And if you don't do it, then you don't do it. Therefore, you have no say to bitch, no say to complain, no state of anything that you can do to change what you live in. Like from the librarian to the sheriff to the governor to the congressman, go to get your vote on. That's what's going to change a lot of things. Age. Like 80-year-olds don't need to sit in this house. You should have an age limit because that was their best candidate. That was their best puppet that they could put in this house. 58 years. 1 round in the White House as a vice president in a Democratic Party. And is their best rendition of perfect. Pretty sad. I can't say that I'm either Republican or Democrat, but I can tell you that that isn't a good representation of any human. Maybe he can represent the carpooling as an old man getting his grandchildren out of school. But political shit. Have a great day.